It's time for Talking Habs live game hangout of the Montreal Canadiens. Here's your hosts, Rick and Matt. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. I've got it set up for the game. I just was sitting here for the last 15 minutes. I don't need to get the game ready. We got the game tonight between Columbus Blue Jackets and the Montreal Canadiens in Montreal. Max Domi returning to Montreal. I think for some reason for the first time since he's traded. But I'm not 100% sure. Just hang on a second. I'm going to have this up here and on in a minute. Less than that, actually. Oops. Shouldn't do that first. Whoops. Hang on a second, guys. I know I shouldn't be doing this while my stream is on, but I forgot to put the game up, so it wouldn't be much use of having the game. All right, so I'm back. I can see everything. Just get my headphones set up, and I'm ready with you. So we got this game. It was a really lousy game last night. Hopefully we'll have a better result. As far as at least, the performance. It was a horrible performance by them. We got Matt joining us in just a second. And let me see now. I have to... I got to cut the sound on that, go full screen, and I am ready to go. No, I'm not. I got to refresh. Matt, say hi. So people think I'm not crazy. Silence, though. You got your volume up? Or? No, you're just giving me the silent treatment. That's what's happening.
What's going on, peeps?
All right, so we got a game. Matt happen. I gotta put this down. Just give me a sec, peoples. There, I can then listen to the game. No, I put it down, the volume. Now the volume's just... All right, now I can hear Matt and hear the game. Awesome. All right, let's say hi to everybody. I haven't gotten to that yet. Must be boring the hell out of people. All right, Daryl Adams. Rick, hope tonight's Habs game is a lot better than last night's game. Yes, that's pretty much what I just said, but yeah, I think everybody feels that way.
My God, Bowie, I know, dude. I don't know who's in charge of the audio on the press conference, but they got to be fired.
Okay, I was just reading Bowie's comment.
There was like a buzz, like a really high-pitched buzz.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. Oh, excuse me.
Kent is talking to Blue Jackets GM, saw it on RDS. Well, listen, you know what? He's probably talking to a lot of GMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, does it mean anything necessarily? No, but they're talking to, believe me, a lot of GMs. Maybe they're talking about Petrie. Hockey fan guy, yeah, I had that in the pregame show. Apparently, they had a conversation on the plane one day that, they're going to look to trade him if they can.
Who?
Jeff Petrie.
Oh.
Said Petrie didn't ask for a trade, but they told him that if they find a deal that's good for the team and for him, they're going to make the deal. I don't know how that happens without him approving it, because as far as I know, he's got a no movement. Can you check on that
right now? Holy smokes, my voice. I'll look into that right now.
Bo, yeah, that's an old blooper reel, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I got to make a few more things for that opening. It's got to be 3 minutes or less, and it has to be something that you publish. So it's hard to do that. So I got to take a day or two and do that, make some videos for that. I keep using the same videos over and over, but I don't have much choice. I've got a lot of options, but a lot of them I don't want to use because they're just I don't like the videos. There's a lot of old stuff.
Petrie has a no movement clause, a modified no trade clause. Ben Sherratt has a modified no trade clause. Price has a no movement clause.
So wait, Petrie, no movement, modified no trade, right?
Yep, Sherratt, modified, no trade.
Yeah,
Gallagher, no movement, modified, no trade.
No, I know that, but
Drouin.
for Petrie, that means he can say no, but if he says yes, then he gets to choose where he goes. With Price, if he says no, you can trade me. They can trade him anywhere. He doesn't have a modified no trade in there.
Price has a no movement clause. So.
No movement, but once he says no, you can move me, then it could be anywhere.
Right, exactly, but he has to say no.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly enough, I didn't even know this. Drouin has a modified no trade clause, and so does Joel Edmondson.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Galley has a no movement clause and modified no trade clause. And Anderson has a modified no trade clause.
Yep. Darcy, I picked Domi for the first goal scorer, so I guess he does. He's listening to me. He's going to do it. Now, I mean, he might. BL says, hey, Boston, you made it through the storm, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. It's pretty nuts, though. We got, in Freedom units, about 23-ish inches. In Canadian units, 58, 60 centimeters, around there.
Yeah, it's that's just a dusting of snow. Just a dusting. The H2O says, hey, Rick and Morty, what's going on? Rick, do you think the Canucks make the playoffs? No idea. I don't really think so. But you know, they got half a season, maybe. I don't know how far off they are out of the playoff spots. So I don't really know. Bo, yeah, I guess most of us agree with that. Doesn't seem like in the pregame show, a lot of people didn't they think he's lying to us. So Bebai saying now, apparently Hughes asked Price if he wanted to move, and Price told him that it would be a waste as he would retire if they tried that. So in other words, sounds like Carey Price wants to play his whole career in a Habs uniform. Win a cup or not, he wants to play his whole career in one spot. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's loyalty. I love that.
That sounds like a Carey Price that I thought I knew, you know, as much as I could.
Montembeau's starting tonight against Jonas Korpisalo.
The starting lineups I had Primo.
According to
I see it.
It's Sam Montembeau.
Yeah, no, I see it there. And they had Merzlikins and Primo, and it looks like they were wrong, both of them. All right.
Good to see Byron out there, though.
Yep, Byron making his season debut. I wouldn't want Price for prime minister. Then everyone's going to hate him and want to hang him and put Nazi flags next to him. So no. Yeah, a little anger left over from last night. Sorry.
Yeah, let's keep it strictly hockey in the chat here, guys.
We'll try. BL, I don't know that he would have gone to Seattle. I don't think, when consider what he said now, I don't know that he really wanted to go to Seattle. He really didn't think Seattle would go after him, and he was right. Well, last night was not only was the game boring and it was horrible, and then all that other garbage involved too. Let's hope we avoid that.
Blue Jackets are flying around the ozone. A shot, shouldered away. Puck's cleared out to center. Is Rowinski. Throws it around Montembeau. Jackets will go for change. Not going to touch it to Toffoli. Toffoli's going to dump it in. Lehkonen after it. Right at Korpisalo, who holds on.
Okay, so what's your time? Because I'm ahead of you.
18-4. Well, they just stopped play, but
we'll have to coordinate when we restart the time. But I'm a few seconds, not a lot, but a few seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, hockey fan guy, and I've thought about this too, especially with Montembeault. Price is a. Why can't I? I'm trying to bring the comment up. I can't do it.
Okay, let's
Oh,
coordinate first on the time. What do you got?
yeah. 1842. And
Score.
it's more!
So, yeah, we'll have
Nick
to wait again.
Suzuki!
Suzuki opens the scoring. 1-0. Well, that leaves them a chance to win because they don't win if they don't score first. They scored first. Yay!
See, off the draw. Pucks him behind. Toffoli, good pass to Suzuki. Good second effort. Oh, what a goal! Little lucky, but still. Good effort to stick with the puck. A little bank shot there off the pad. Oh, banked it off the D-man skate in front. Nice.
Nice early goal.
But yeah, look, as I was saying, I absolutely love that comment. Especially with with Montembeault going forward, because I really like Montembeault. I know Rick really likes Montembeault. I think it would do so much good for Montembeault to learn from a guy like Carey Price. I really do. So I'm happy if Price is here for the long haul.
One thing it signals: Jake Allen getting traded.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, I think with the fact that we got Monty now, and Monty's kind of starting to show that he can play. I'm okay with it.
Well, yeah, I mean they're gonna, they might get a good return for Allen, so you got to move him, and yeah, you got a guy like Monty there. Price is used to playing with goalies like that, so I don't like anybody. Who did I say I don't like? Did I just say I don't like somebody?
It's just a joke.
BL, who did I say I don't like? Hey, and Kuntz, yeah, one comment. That's it. And if you're streaming the other game, why are you here? I don't go in other people's rooms while I'm streaming. Oh, your NHL 22 goal horns. I'm too old to stream. That's what he told me last night.
I was gonna just give you my timestamp so we can kind of coordinate a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
17:20.
Oh, we're right on the nose. I stopped it for 3 seconds, and then figuring that's about right, we're right on the nose.
Excellent. Shot on! Saved by Montembeault. Puck comes back out, cleared.
Imagine a guy that last night told me I'm too old to stream, came back in, and I don't get it.
He was a kid that was spamming you in the pregame show.
Yeah, I know he was. He was kind of doing it last night. It's why I got mad at him. And he told me I'm too old to be a streamer. So I blocked him. And I just blocked him again. I don't need that shit. All right. We got 3 shots to 2 in favor of Montreal.
Oh, we got a shot clock.
And there's a shot clock, yes. And it's 1-0. Montreal, Monty with a save, and he hangs on, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, BL Duff. Edmonton definitely is in the market for a goalie. I know there are rumors that they want to try to pry Jeremy Swayman out of Boston. So yeah, I mean Edmonton could definitely be a destination for Jake Allen. Who knows?
But Luca, he's got no movement. So if Carey says I'm not going anywhere, it doesn't matter what the GM thinks.
Yeah.
Unless they can convince him. I mean, okay, but. And by the way, hey, Luca.
What's up, Luca? It's a bad clear up the board, fired wide.
Allen will go where the best offer comes from.
Puck's along the side board there. Around for Romanov.
Here comes a Columbus. Columbus is going to score. I just have this feeling Columbus is going to score now. Here it comes. Boom. Score.
Holy smokes.
That Laine with a shot. Patrick Laine. Sherratt not happy with that. Something happened there. Sherratt was giving him lip.
Let's see.
Bay-Bay, after that first game or two, no one expected Monty to survive, but he gotten better. Hey, Luca, thanks, for just dropping in. Happy studying?
Romanov could have poked the puck off his stick. But that's just a wicked shot. Who could poke his Pez? Bad pass.
Bay-Bay, now the hockey game's more important. Studying can wait. Of course, studying's more important. Dude's going to be a doc. Going to be our team doctor, man.
He's going to be Rick's personal physician.
There you go. Hockey fan guy, Price would help whoever to. I think Caden stays in Laval for another year, maybe two. You got Montembeau up here. I think that's how they go forward.
Whoa!
15-20 to go in the first.
Shots deflected in the corner. Back up the boards. Often tries to play it out. Hits himself in the face. Dauphin. Back to Dauphin. Shot on.
Oh, was Voracek really a jacket before?
I guess so.
I didn't know
Anderson. Terrible chip. But
Okay,
he gets the puck right back. He's got a head of steam.
Who's that? That's Anderson, eh? He can really
Backhander.
move. There's proof right there
Across
how
the
he
crease.
can move.
Evans.
He accelerated through those guys. You could see it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing with Anderson, man. When he gets those legs moving, I mean, he's moving.
He's fast. He's not just fast for a big guy. He's fast.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, look out, because, I mean, that's a lot of mass moving at a very high rate of speed.
Yes. And by the way, everybody, Domi is wearing number 16. Because you might be thinking 13. I don't know, but he's wearing number
Domi's
16.
right at the bottom of the screen there.
He's on the ice right now. On my TV. I'm a little behind probably some of you.
Yeah, man. Josh Anderson, when he gets moving, he hits you. It's a seismic collision.
Yes. Yeah, no, the guy's got serious speed. Nice to see him accelerate like that. And you see him around guys and you see how he breaks through them. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah. It's nice having, like a pure power forward like that on the team, That's what he is. I mean, he's a pure as they come power forward.
Yep.
This is Nyquist. It's going the length.
Bay-Bay, why are you too old to be here? You're not. If I'm the one doing the stream, and who's too old? Nobody is. If you're talking about that other guy, because he told me last night I'm too old to be a streamer. That's why I blocked him. So he came back again and told me that, hey, look, I'm the guy that said that, basically. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave him here? No. So who's the coach of Columbus? Someone said the next Habs coach is behind the Columbus Blue Jackets bench. Oh, BL just said it again. Who's the coach of Columbus?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Toussaint or Tourneau or something like that guy?
Toussaint? I don't know. I have no idea. Chipped ahead to Suzuki. Chipped into the zone. Gallagher on the forecheck. Jackets get it out. Sherratt, no idea what the hell he's doing. Now he does. Hoffman. Stick handles. Fires it well wide. Sherrod tries to keep it in. He does.
H2O, it's a
Right back
1-1
out.
game.
2-on-2. Chipped in.
Dauphin's out there, Renault.
Ben Sherrod actually looked before
Pascal
he passed
Vincent.
the puck. He'd be a lot better.
Pascal Vincent. Okay, I've heard that name for that. He's the assistant coach there. Yeah, that's a possibility, I imagine.
To center. Dump back in around. Montembeau's going to slow it down. Petrie.
H2O, even if we lost every game, doesn't mean we'll get the number 1 pick. Not a guarantee.
Oh.
Glove to head.
Hand pass. Yep.
It used to be called glove to head. I guess now it's called a hand pass. But when I was growing up, that was called glove to head. It does give you a better chance, but not as much as you might think. I think with that, but I mean, they're not going to lose every game. It's not going to happen. Even the worst teams always win a game here and there.
Well, we already have our 8 wins on the season. It's fine.
No, but you got to figure, there's probably another 8.
Oh yeah,
maybe 8 to 10 wins for the rest of the way. They're going to happen.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly more.
I think if I had to put a number on it, I say we maybe get this 16, 15, 16. That's my guess.
Yeah, I kind of figure I'm going to go with points-wise. We finished with 23 points in the first half. I kind of figure they could finish somewhere around 50, 51, 52 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see around there, yeah.
That's what I figure.
I can see that.
Let's see, what are we complaining about now, boys? Anyway, there's no guarantee. They have just as much chance, or close enough. As long as they finish in the bottom 10, they can win that first pick. But at least if they do finish in the bottom, the worst they'll get is a third pick, which is that's a good reason to want that bottom spot, but it doesn't guarantee you the first pick. BL bottom 17. No, they're gonna finish. They're not making the playoffs. There's no way they make the playoffs. It's almost like not a chance in hell they make the playoffs. 2-1, Columbus. Man, that really happened quick. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, neither did I. I switched over to the football game for a second. I didn't know they came back.
Was that Roslovic?
See what happened here. Sammy, you gotta have that one, buddy.
Yeah, Roslovic. So Domi, I think, might get has he got an assist here? I don't know if he got an assist, but he was out there anyway.
Sammy, I think Sammy's got to have that. I think that one you kind of have to put on.
Yes. Yeah, that's not a great goal.
Cowboy carry up in the luxury box. Holy Jesus, Monty.
Well, babe, I'm streaming, so I can't be too old to do it. But somebody told me that yesterday. That's all. I'm just making fun of it. And he comes back in and says, "Hey, I'm the guy that told you."
Suzuki throwing in front. Sherrod. Too hot for Romanov. Puck leaves the zone to Sherratt. Power play coming up for the Canadiens.
Yep.
Oh, thrown across. And
That's it. The whistle. So now they're going to power play. I like they extended that power play for quite a bit. BL, I wanted to say that, but yeah, that's why I don't think Montgomery gets the nod here. But maybe they're doing things differently. I don't know. Oh, okay.
It's poked away. It's a breakaway.
And it's 3-1.
For 3-1, they score. Jesus. Well, that's on Jeff Petrie. Primo's getting ready to come in.
Well, you got to bring Primo in now.
See what happens. Yeah, Jeff Petrie's just an idiot. That's not on Monty. Jeff Petrie's just an idiot. Needs to be traded. Like, how did he think that was a good play to make? Like, the guy's literally right there. Like, how does he think that pass is going to get through? Explain that one to me.
Nope.
Like, come on.
No can do.
Jeez. Oh, I'm going to resume the power play here.
So we got 9-10 left in this first period. Shots are only 7-6 in favor of Columbus. It's a 3-1 game for Columbus.
Yeah, now it's a 4-on-4 game.
Now it's 4-on-4. Suzuki going off?
Yep. I really want to know what the hell happened to Jeff Petrie between last year and this year.
Too much lead in the water.
Like something. Or did he like hit his head on something? Like, I don't know.
What I'm thinking
last year he was easily one of the best D-men in the league. Like, easily top 20 defensemen in the league. And
I'm thinking he spent the offseason in Michigan. And maybe he lives a little too close to Flint.
Jesus, Rick.
A little under 9 minutes to go. They're on 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds.
Well, but like seriously though, it's like night and day. It's night and day.
I know.
I don't get it. He's so
having
good
the
last
worst
year.
year of his career. I mean, having the first year of his career. The Dreamwalker, they can't trade Carey. We were talking about, hang on, the Dreamwalker, we've been talking about this all. So Carey's not going anywhere. He's got a no movement clause. They're not trading him unless he wants to.
My God. I mean, at this rate, I'll pay a team to take Jeff Petrie.
Babe, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Sorry.
X3J. Apparently, he didn't practice his mental either. That went right out the door. Like, I don't know if it's just his brain got rewired or what, but he is just.
Listen,
It makes my head hurt.
Everybody's career has a career high and a career low year. This is going to be his career low year.
But I mean, like, as far as career low years go, I mean, this is like the bottom of the barrel low. Like, he can't get much lower than this.
No, I mean, agreed, but I mean, it seems like, that's what I've been saying. It's a career low. That's how I look at it. Habs kill off the penalty. Suzuki comes out. I don't know what I'm looking for. Anybody, any idea what I'm looking for?
I
have no idea.
No idea.
Welcome to getting old. Wait. Who's talking? Well, I'm confused at what's going on in the chat here. Who's talking about what's the wage lottery percentages? Who's talking about that? I don't remember talking about that.
Oh. No idea.
Ducharme coaching not helping Cole or Petrie. I think Cole's going to get sent back to Laval. Petrie, well.
Petrie, I think, because there's no movement clause, he can't. Because that's the no movement clause is true, but it's also that as well. Like, he can't be sent down or none of that. But he'd have to clear waivers anyway. Not that anyone would claim him, but
who? Petrie?
Yeah.
No, they're not sending Petrie down. Cole. They're sending Cole down, I think. I think that makes sense.
I thought you said something about Petrie going down. I'm like,
no. I
don't think he can.
There's a comment there. No, you
Which
could.
Sucks,
but you got to.
I would send him down to the ECHL.
You got to
whatever's
waive him
below that, because that's about where his playing level is.
And you never know. He might clear waivers. He might clear. You never know. He's got his contract's big, but other teams would grab him up because he's not as bad as this. This is a bad year. That's all. You can't think all of a sudden the guy that's it. No more. He's got no more good hockey left in him.
I'm not saying that. I'm just curious as to what in the hell happened. Because literally up until this year, I mean, he was consistently one of the most underrated defensemen in the league. I mean, he seriously was. I mean, he was really good. Really, really good. And then this year happens, and it's almost as if, he swapped brains with,
yeah,
I don't know.
Something's getting to him. Maybe the pandemic, the separation from his family. I mean, there's things that, it could be something as simple as that.
No, it absolutely could be. Oh boy, another breakaway shot. Primo, he shoots and scores. 4-1 Columbus.
You realize we've got 2 more periods of this.
That's why I have alcohol about 10 feet that way in my fridge.
Yeah. Can you get me some? My God.
Hey, Matt, what happened to the full case of beer I bought yesterday? Well, the
Habs were losing.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Badly. Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Petrie for Adam Fox and 2 firsts. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah, Darcy, I mean, he could be mentally burnt out. But if that's the case, if he's not in a good place mentally, he shouldn't be playing hockey. He should be taking care of that. And I'm saying that as a human being. If he's not feeling good, if he's not feeling right up here, he shouldn't be playing hockey. He should be taking care of that.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't totally disagree with that, but, I don't know what's going on with him.
Who got stripped of the puck on that last goal, too? Because that was bad.
Paul Byron's left for the locker room. Yikes.
Yeah, Moonlight. No, I get that too. Obviously, they all love Weber. They all respect him. I mean, we love him. We respect him. I get it.
Yeah, no, I don't think Petrie will be back next year.
But no, yeah, I think he's traded.
5:40 left in the first. 9-8 are the shots on goal in favor of Columbus, and it's a 4-1 game for Columbus, of course.
Maybe he made a deal with the devil when he got possessed in Vegas.
H2, a little random here, so that's why I didn't answer it. Sorry, Matt. I don't know why I talked. I'm sorry.
No, that's no problem. No, I said maybe when he got possessed in Vegas, he made a deal with the devil. You stop possessing me, and I'll just suck at hockey.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's it. The contract's up with the devil. I
wish him well. I do. I just, man. I just want to know what's going on. Because it's hard to watch. Because we know how good he can be. It's so hard to watch.
Patrick Laine for Jeff Petrie and Lehkonen. But again, why are you bringing Patrick Laine onto a rebuilding team? Especially when Laine, wants big money. Hey, Gabriel, how's it going?
Laine, oh yeah, well, he's
Hey, Lucas. This is going to be on Ducharme now? We've been talking about it for a long time, Ducharme. H2O, it's not a reset. It's not a rebuild even. We don't know yet. They haven't announced anything. But believe me, it's going to be a form of a rebuild, not a reset.
King Julian, I'd fire Ducharme after the season, after we secure a lottery pick. Because I don't want to bring somebody in and screw that up. Sorry, not sorry.
Laine's only 22 still, but the money is too big.
Yeah, his qualifying offer was what, like 7.5?
Yeah,
7.8, something like that.
Right, the contract's going to be too big. You don't want that with him. As long as we have Price, it's not a rebuild. No, that's not true though. I mean, what if they keep Price and they change everybody? It's a rebuild. So until they finish, we don't know what it is, or until they announce what it is. All right. So is that the end of the first? No, not yet. But it's almost over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty quick, actually. This was a little quicker than normal.
Still going to be a long game.
Yeah, of course. Larry, I don't know that that's 100% true. I think other teams see what's going on here in Montreal. I don't think they're judging everybody and saying, "Oh, they're all shit now." All of a sudden, I don't think that's the case. I think their values won't. Most of the players' value won't drop that much. That's what I think.
Hi, Ray.
Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Come on. Ray. Somebody she recognizes outside. Could be my son coming home. It wasn't him earlier. It was something else she barked at.
He's still out shopping?
Ray. Well, he went to his friend's place. I think all three of my boys, and then at some point they went shopping. I don't know exactly when, and I don't know when he's coming home. He might not be home till late. Hockey Fat Guy would fire Ducharme after the game. Yeah. You put in another coach, they start winning, and there goes your better chance at that draft pick. So no, Ducharme's staying. The only reason Ducharme was going to get fired is if they feel that he's harming the players that they want to go forward with. If they feel that he's harming them, they'll fire him. Other than that, he's not getting fired, I don't think. Petrie to Colorado for Girard, but if you're Colorado, would you do that? I don't think so. Hey, Bolts, how's it going? Yeah, it has been a while. So we're back underway. We've got 3:05 left in the first. Wish it was the second.
Shot on.
It's 9. I saw 9-1 are the shots. No, it's 11-9 shots in favor of Colorado.
A lot of zone time here. One timer just wide. It's Brett Kulak. He can start the breakout. Anderson met at the line. It's chipped in. Brett nope, that's Jake Evans in on the forecheck. I saw the 7. I was like, why is Kulak up there?
I just want to ask this question. If everybody asking about Price and saying he won't say it or whatever, why make a controversy when there's no proof of that? There's no need to to second guess him. Why not take him at his word? Why do we have to have a controversy here? I don't get it.
Agreed. Off the boards. D. Shot on. Stopped by Primo. Oh, a little scrum going on. Brett Kulak and Voracek.
Not much of a scrum, but there was a little scrum there. Hey, Bolts, I remember people. I know it's long a lot, but I remember people. But yeah, it's been a while, but of course I remember you. It's the one thing when you have a channel, you got to remember people. I do my best anyway. So it was like 2 minutes to go in this period. So we're almost out of the first period. Thank God. They have been playing better second period. Because even last game, it wasn't a bad. Well, it started out okay. And then, I don't know what I'm saying. Although they have been. The last few games anyway. The second period, third period have been good. Maybe tonight will be like that. They do have an 8-day break after this, right? No games till February 8th after this game. So there's a break. They can get their shit together.
Finish! Oh, what a stop, Corpusalo.
Oh, big stop. That was almost a tripping call. No, that's okay. No, that's what you're supposed to do. That was almost a tripping call, though. It was close.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a trip.
That's what I thought. And then you screamed, and I went, okay, what?
That's a great stop from Corpusalo.
Yeah, it was a good stop.
Domi on his knees. Flipped up and out by Jeff Petrie to center. Last minute of play. Evans.
Excuse me, guys.
Anderson barrels over somebody. Evans tries to keep it. He can't. Flip back into the zone.
40 seconds to go in this period. Let's see, can they get a goal? Get themselves back in the game a little bit. No, they're not going to.
Blue Jackets are intent on running the clock out here in the first.
Well, yeah, period's over.
Here we are. I'm going to break out on a rush. Stopped at the line.
Not enough time to do anything. Period's over.
Checked it up and out, and that's the end of the first.
So
4-1 Blue Jackets.
Moonlight, I think I've said this to you before, but if you stack up the 2023 draft, right? You don't know that you get there to get anything good anyway, and you've got this draft ahead of you right now. It's in your hand right now. Bird in a hand, better than two in the bush, as the saying goes. You take what you get this year, and next year will take care of itself. I think they might get a first round for 2023 if they can, but to get all of them and stack for that, what if next season all of a sudden they're good and they have a good year and they don't get into the bottom? And then you've blown two. No. You got this year's coming up, this draft, this is the one you concentrate on. That's my opinion. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. That's what she said last night. Bill Allen, might bring a first. Especially, listen, it doesn't have to be Jake Allen straight up for a first. You can sweeten the deal. Jake Allen and whatever for a first. I could see Jake Allen in a package bringing a first. Yeah, Larry, I don't know. I think if you found a team that's going to give you a first for 2022, you might go for that. I don't know. I just say go for what you got in your hand, not worry about the next one, because you could lose what's in your hand already. And also remember, we're Habs fans. We overprice and overvalue our players. Think of that, right? So when you're thinking about, this guy will get a first or that guy might, not straight up. Not there's a few guys that can do that here, but not everybody. Come on. Careful, Rick. What did I say? What did I say? Careful. Was I being too naughty? I'm very naughty. Bill, I disagree with you. Apparently, the talk seems to be with the rumors that Lehkonen is going to fetch a first. Lehkonen and Sherratt on the same deal to get one first? Ridiculous. Even if it's with Tippett. That's ridiculous. Why would you package two guys together, two guys that separately can get you a first each, and then get that as a return? That's not enough. Moonlight, yeah, I heard about that just before going on to my pregame show. Claude Julien fell on the ice and cracked a rib, apparently.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah.
That stinks.
Yeah.
Glad he's okay.
So apparently he won't be able to coach at the Olympics. I didn't hear that, to be honest with you, but I didn't read the story all the way through, so that's possible, I guess. Yeah, it sucks for him, man. Hockey fan guy, another reason why you don't look at next year, 2023 only. The draft is here in Montreal. You want to make a big splash at this draft. I think, though, with Allen, if you're trading Allen straight up, yeah, a second might be all you get. So you got to sweeten the deal. And we'll see what they're able to pull off. But I mean, I think it's worth going after Shane Wright.
I agree.
Allen and Sherratt for Bouchard and a second from Edmonton. Matt, you're getting worse. That's getting like worse. How do you? I don't understand, Darcy. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can't go wrong with right. There's a few good guys in this draft. There's guys worth picking up. It's not just Shane Wright and then there's nothing else in the draft. Anyway, Edmonton moving a defenseman doesn't make sense, especially if he's a good one. Doesn't make any sense. They need defense. They need to add, not to even out. They got to, be to the positive after the trade. Hockey fan guy, I don't know the answer to that question for sure.
I agree with you, Harry. Right being number one on my list, but yeah, really any of those three.
There's good players there's good potential picks out there.
Well, I mean, any of the three that he listed, I'd be more than happy with.
Yeah, so they're analyzing Monty and saying that he's not been good in the last 4 games that he's played. Beba, yeah, maybe that's the problem with Petrie. Like we were saying it earlier. I mean, it might be a family issue. But I see that Detroit rumor as a possibility for Petrie. Although the problem there is Yzerman's a shark. He's going to take advantage of the fact that they want to move him there. Moonlight, I think we're all excited about the future. I just think we all have a different view of what it might look like. That's all. BL, yeah, that might happen, right? You might have to retain a little bit on Petrie, but Detroit should have the money as far as that. So you might have to throw in something else into the deal. But then again, if you're taking Zadina, who's a problem for them, you're maybe doing, one hand washes the other, as they say. Stay away from. I said he's a shark. Sometimes, listen, you know what? So's Ken Hughes. From what I understand, Ken Hughes is a shark as an agent. Right? Ken Hughes has made some deals for his players that are pretty good. Like, he took advantage. So, you know what? I think you got a guy that can deal with Yzerman. And I think that's one of the reasons why they went after Hughes and hired him, is because he's a shark as an agent. And they did mention that one of the big reasons was his negotiating skills, and that's what they mean. So I think we're going to be in good hands.
100%.
We'll have a guy that can negotiate with guys like Yzerman. Sherrod value declining? I don't see why. It's not like people that were interested in Sherrod didn't know everything about him and what he's doing and how he is and type of player he is. That hasn't changed. The Habs are shit right now. The other GMs, they know that, and they take that into consideration. I'm quite sure of that. I was reading an article about Kent Hughes and some of the deals that he made. I mean, just look at Darnell Nurse, Edmonton. He was here last night. He got him $9.5 million for 8 years. There's no way not Darnell Nurse should get that much money. He's a shark. So we've got a shark as a GM too. The only thing is he's new, so it's not proven out yet. But I think it'll be proven out. I really do. Bill, it doesn't guarantee it translates to a GM, but why are we being negative about it before there's any proof to that fact? That's what I'm saying. Give our GM a chance. They hired him for a reason. If you like the guy that hired him and you believe in Gorton, then you should believe in his pick until there's a reason not to, and there's been no reason not to yet. Bill, I never said there were any guarantees. Of course, there are no guarantees. But if you don't give a guy a chance, then guess what? He'll do nothing because you haven't given him a chance. So since they hired him, maybe we can give him a chance. Let him prove he's not good. And vice versa, let him prove that he is a shark. And I think he will prove it. I'm not going to do that with Bergevin. He's gone. I don't have to go back over it. Hey, Andre. How's the cold Russia? But BL, negotiating contracts, negotiating with other GMs, how much different is it as an agent or as a GM? It's negotiating skills. Like you're saying, if he's a shark as an agent, well, but he couldn't go to a store and like buy a car and make a good deal because that's not what he does. You kidding me? He's a guy to reckon with whenever there's a negotiation of any kind to go on. Believe me. So that's and that's why they hired him. It's one of the biggest things they said about him was his negotiation skills. Bowie, I said we have a shark for a GM. I said it. Minus 37 yesterday. Yikes. I don't envy you there, Andre.
Ooh, yikes. That is a yikes.
Yeah. And what's wrong with having a shark for a GM? A guy that can negotiate. Everyone complained about Bergevin and the contracts that are here and have screwed up. I don't expect Hughes to do that. He could probably talk Eskimos into, or is that what they call them today? I don't know. I apologize if that's not what they're called. But he can talk them into buying freezers in the middle of winter. We have a shark for a GM. What do you mean? I don't get how I worded it wrong. Sorry. You heard it wrong, maybe. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, exactly. Listen, the guy knows what he's doing. I'm confident he's going to be very qualified when it comes to sitting down with guys like Yzerman that have, more experience than him as a GM. But he's got experience dealing with Yzerman probably already.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Boy, to be a fly in the room in the negotiating room in there and there.
Bowie, don't worry. I know you're agreeing with me. Don't worry.
But no, it's good to have a good negotiator as GM. Really is.
Of course it is. But listen, everybody's been complaining about the contracts Bergevin has given out, and this and that, and all the no trades and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, here's a guy that won't do that, I believe. You know, so yeah, it's good to have that. And to ask why Carey Price wants to leave the Canadiens. I'm sorry, I'm watching. It's you know, what do you expect from them? They want controversy, TSN. I mean, like, you guys want controversy. They know that's what you guys want, and they're going to provide it. That's what happens. I was going to say, okay, second period's underway. Oh, it's the highlights. Damn it. Anyway, I think we're all touchy tonight. Both only care about the Leafs. That's right. That's why they don't listen. If it's they're talking about the Habs, yeah, I won't listen. That's funny, Andre. That's what losing your freedom is. You're right. No, you're wrong. I think you're wrong there. I believe Putin would support it here because it's not in his country. It causes problems somewhere else. He likes that. But it's a good example of what they're saying they've lost, they haven't lost. Look at other places if you want to see what's lost. But let's not get into that tonight. But BL, I never said it guarantees it. I just said he's a shark. Yes, he's going to be a shark as a GM. Will it work? I don't know. But believe me, he's not a shark as an agent, and all of a sudden he forgot how to negotiate because he's a GM. I don't. That doesn't work. Baby, he asked for patience, and it seems like they have patience, and they're going to take the time to learn the team before they move guys out. You know, herky jerky. Here we go, though. We're about to take the second period puck drop. All right, Matt, take it away. Tired of hearing my own voice. And I'm sure some people out there are probably tired of hearing my own voice too.
And that faceoff went back. Habs control at center. Touched in by Toffoli. Rimmed around. Schrott. Foley Suzuki gives the puck away. Stalemate at center. Petrie. Schrott. Petrie. Jackie gets bumped off the puck, but it's played in and around. It's Kulak. Tries to find Byron. Puck's out to center. Still at center, it's played in. Off Primo. Puck bounces right back. Jackets bring it around. They're going to set up. That shot's blocked. Second shot dribbles in, and it's covered up.
BL, I just want to say why though you say Gorton is the guy, let's not lose sight of that. Gorton himself has said that he's not the guy. He's part of the team. That Hughes will have authority to do things. So like I don't get you. Why don't we take these people at their word until they prove wrong? Neither of them have given us any reason to think that they're lying to us. Take it away, Matt.
Kulak loses the race. Somewhat. It's a tie. Played back out to the D. D to D pass. One timer. Wide.
Oh,
It's empty. The backhander
did he?
just wide.
That was wide. That was an open net, man. Wow, good. He didn't get it.
Bad stretch pass attempt. Back into the Habs zone. Kulak up the boards. Tried to find Anderson. Picked off. Thrown out in front. Deflected wide. Domi with it. In front. Roslovic. Wide of the net. Thrown back out in front. Knocked down. Hoffman's going to break it out. Dumps it in a Corpusalo. Sticked away. Wyman plays it off the boards. Goes for a tumble. And a hand pass is called. And we're going to go for TV timeout.
Cucumber, that's not how they told us. So I'm going to believe what Gorton said. And I'm not going to put words in Gorton's mouth. So, no, it's not Hughes is just the press guy. That's not it at all. That's according to them. So, hey, Drew. They're going to work in conjunction with each other. Okay, I'm not going to argue it anymore.
Gallagher plays it off the glass. Nyquist in front line, a shot. Stopped by Primo. Dauphin Gallagher. Shot on. Corpusalo fights it off into the corner. Nyquist back to his D-man. Flipped up and into the Habs zone. It's corralled by Romanov. He's going to try to break it out. He does. And it goes all the way down for an icing. Jake Bean touches up. Little false start on the face-off. You know what really grinds my gears? The fact that it takes the referee 10 seconds to drop the damn thing. Like, just bring him to center ice, drop it, be done.
That's their 15 seconds of fame.
But it's such a pain in the ass.
Guys.
Pull both guys up, get them down, pucks down. Take 5 seconds to do it. Not even. Infuriates me. That puck goes up and into the balcony. They're the two main men.
There they are. According to some people in the room, a boss and his master.
Forecheck pressure by Evans. Nearly wins the puck. behind Corpusalo. Played out. Press ice. Jake Evans, honestly, has been working pretty hard tonight. I've definitely noticed him out in the ice, especially in the offensive zone.
Who, Evans? Evans has been good the last few games. He's been really good the last few games.
Putting pressure on the puck carrier.
Yeah.
Been good in the forecheck. He's working hard. I love it.
Oh, always. Hey, he's a Notre Dame guy. I mean, come on.
It's my man. I do. I love Jake Evans. Love Jake Evans. Easily, probably my favorite Hab right now. Not named Carey Price. Great. Honestly, like if he is down the line too, like he's got good leadership potential too.
Who's that?
Like, Jake Evans.
Oh yeah. But we say I love Evans. He's going to be a key player in the rebuild. I think Evans is one of the core players going forward here of the young guys. I know a lot of people say maybe don't think so. I think he is.
I think he for sure is. And like I said, he's got a lot of good leadership qualities. He was a captain at Notre Dame.
He's getting better. I mean, he's a third liner. But he's a hard worker. He's got some talent there too.
Oh yeah.
I like his game.
Good hockey IQ too. He doesn't really make a lot of dumb play
right. And he's still relatively young. He's like only 25, so he's not old.
Oh yeah. No, I love Jake Evans.
Gotta love a 7th rounder who makes it like that to the league. You know how much hard work that takes for a 7th rounder to make it to the NHL?
Oh yeah.
The BL there, you're right on that. Evans has been good the last bunch of games. Pizzetta into the corner.
And he knows what it takes to win too. Once this team gets up and running. I mean, when he's with Notre Dame, he won the Big Ten championship. He made an NCAA final. Like he knows. He knows the type of hard work it takes to make the league, to stay in the league, to win. He knows what he has to do. Doesn't complain. He knows his role. He knows what he has to do.
Yep.
He's awesome. Ooh, Romanov with a couple nice moves. Up in a shot. Blocked. Whoa, big blast. Blocked. And the puck leaves the zone. Oh, Ray's getting a little agitated. Primo's going to slow it down for Sherratt. Sherratt's pass.
Ray, don't bark. Hey, Connor. How's it going?
What's up, Connor? Here's Toffoli. Somehow stayed outside.
Come on!
Dangles tries to stuff it in. Can't miss the empty net.
He kind of hung on to that too long.
Throwing it around. Suzuki on it. Toffoli in the corner. Back to Suzuki. Along the boards. Thrown on. Couple of tumbles in front. Suzuki fires it around.
BL, I haven't heard anything. Fans back in the stands.
Petrie takes a tumble. Gets muscled. Terrible pass for Petrie to break it out. Luckily, Domi over stick handled. Oh boy. Ooh, Primo somehow gets across. Nice little sequence from him. Slavic. Primo. Broken out. That's going to be nice.
Icing.
Oh. Stretch my knee for a sec.
Bowie, that's rather random about cucumbers. BL, I didn't know about the queue opening up next week with 50% attendance. If that's the case, I imagine maybe 50% attendance is in the queue, though, is 500 people. I don't know. But I haven't heard anything changing on that front, so.
Oh, it's stolen. Josh Anderson. He's on the move. In alone. Missed the net.
Oh, he missed the net?
Completely missed the net.
Wow. He was going for the top corner.
Line A.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Sorry. Halfway through the second. And the
Backhanded
game.
in. Bad giveaway right in front of Primo. Made the save. Jamming at it. Somehow it stayed out.
Somehow.
Who's wearing 32? Is that Pitlick? Rick.
What's that?
Who's wearing 32? Is that Ram Pitlick?
Yeah, Pitlick.
Okay. Couldn't remember.
Connor, if you're a Leafs fan, you don't want to know my answer to that question. What do I think of the Leafs? Jokers. That's what I think of the Leafs.
Peasant on the forecheck, couldn't keep it. The Habs are changing. This is dangerous. Werenski over to number 50. The shot blocked. Good block. Romanov lost the puck. Habs gain it right back. Sherrod's going to slow it. Slow everything down. Toffoli fires it in. Suzuki in on the forecheck. Overskated the puck. Werenski is shot on. Primo couldn't find it. And the puck sent the length of the ice. Corpusalo plays it to his D-man. Werenski lost the puck in front. Toffoli. He's got it. Stick handles. Lost the puck. Jackets are going to break it out. And the puck goes out of play.
I bought my girlfriend a Leafs necklace the other day. Supposed to ask, what's a Leafs necklace? A choker. Connor, keep telling yourself that, boy. Every year, just keep telling yourself. It's a new team, though. There's more chemistry. Every year, just keep telling yourself that. You'll get through it. I promise you. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Didn't see you there before.
I mean, Eric, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, last year with the Leafs, and even when the Lightning got swept by the Jackets in the first round, I mean, regular season really doesn't mean anything if you can't do anything in the playoffs. But I mean, especially with the Leafs, I mean, if we're being real, like until they do something in the playoffs, it doesn't matter even if they go 82-0.
Well, I said this about Leafs fans, and this is what I'll repeat it. Until they win a round of the playoffs, you guys should just shut up about them. Just shut up, because you got no legs to stand on to talk about them. That's what I think. And you can say anything you want about the Habs, but we went to the Stanley Cup final last year and we beat you. It was 3-1. So yeah, that's why I don't need to talk about the Leafs. A round of bingo. Where's that come from? Fire Gorton. We're only 2-13-5 since Gorton took over. How can that be? We would have won if Tavares didn't get injured, but he did get injured and you didn't win, and you don't know that unless you have some kind of way to see what might have happened in the future. You don't know that they would have won. You know why you don't know? Because he wasn't there. How do you know that he would have won? That they would have won? So enough.
I mean,
Guaranteed. It was guaranteed. Hey, it was guaranteed. If Tavares didn't get injured, the Leafs would have won. I didn't know that. Wow. I wonder who gave the guarantee. Like, enough about the Leafs and their freaking bragging. You had nothing to brag about.
Anderson tried to throw it in front for Evans, couldn't find him.
Sam, you can have the Leafs roster right now. Just become a Leafs fan. Bowie, I agree with you, Ben.
The Leafs had the Richard winner and another guy in top 3 in scoring last year. Neither of them are named John Tavares, and you still lost. So I don't think Tavares would have made that big of a difference.
Tavares is a choker, too. Look at the Islanders. Tavares left, the Islanders became good.
Yeah, well, not like a couple years they were.
Well, okay, but I'm talking, it's been a few years. 2-3 years. I mean, come on. Tells you a little bit about the guy.
Yeah.
That's typical of Toronto. They like to cheer for losers.
One-timer stopped by Primo.
Sam, you got plenty of time to talk bad about the Leafs. They're not winning around. Hey, Rich J, how's it going? That's a good point. H2O. Suzuki and Caulfield have more Cup final appearances than anyone on the Leafs roster. They also have more series wins, I think, than anybody on the Leafs roster. Yeah, I'm just tired of the Leafs bragging. Brag when you win something. I understand that. Bragging, a team that brags that can't do shit when it comes to the, to crunch time. What are you bragging about? You don't see any of us Habs fans bragging about our team, do you? Because we're shit. Rich Jay's asking you how you weathered the storm.
A lot of alcohol and luckily I have a snowblower. But not the two of them at the same time. Otherwise I would have lost, this hand, maybe some feet.
How much left in this period now? Is the game over yet? Leafs will make the playoffs every year and win one round at some point, maybe eventually. That's my prediction. How's that? I never said they can't make the playoffs. They can't win in the playoffs. But Adam, I just said we're shit, but you don't hear us bragging about how good our team is, do you? And we can brag because guess where we made it to the last year? We made it to the Stanley Cup final, even though we were shit. Right? We won. We won rounds, even though we're shit. That's something to brag about. Why not? And we've been done well in the playoffs here and there all through the last 10 years. So I think we got more to brag about than you guys should. That's all. Let them win a round in the playoffs this year, and then you got something to brag about. That's all. But to say it's guaranteed that Toronto would have beat Montreal if John Tavares didn't get injured is ridiculous.
It is. It is.
Adam, but I wasn't talking to you though. You put your nose in when I was talking to the other guy. Sorry. Don't get upset that I said that to you. Why does everybody want to fight all the time? What's wrong with us as a society now? I'm telling you, there's something wrong. Everybody wants controversy. Everyone wants to find fault, and everybody wants to argue and fight with everybody else.
Seriously.
Well, but Sam, if making the playoffs was your goal, fine. Then go with the Leafs. Making the playoffs mean nothing to me in the end. I come from a time where if you don't win the cup, it wasn't a good year. Even if you were at Game 7 of the finals and you lost, lousy season. So making the playoffs, what does that really mean? Doesn't mean anything. Win a cup. Win some rounds. Go far. So, I don't know, to say their fourth best record, so what? How many President's Trophy winners don't win anything after that? So it means nothing.
It's true.
I mean, if that's your goal to make the playoffs, fine. No, again, Adam, like I said, not mostly at you. It's I don't even remember now who it was that was arguing that. Damn it. I haven't seen a comment from him in a long time, actually. That's why. Adam, I apologize if I came a little strong there. Adam, I respect you. You know that. So don't take it the wrong way. But you are in a Habs room. I mean, That's okay. I respect you for sticking up for your team. And you've never been unrealistic about it, really. So I'm not going to gonna call you on that. But some of the other Leafs fans that come in here have been ridiculous about it.
Petrie fires it in and around. Foley completely didn't know where that puck was.
Okay, Sam, I only ask you one thing, Sam. You're a Leafs fan. That's without a doubt, right? I mean, without a doubt. So, it's fine. You're allowed your opinion.
Legging in a shot. Ooh.
Rich J, that's not acceptable. Don't call Adam a name like that, loser. That you can get kicked out of here for it. He doesn't call us names like that, and we don't do that back. Adam's a good guy. And we don't do that kind of stuff to other people, fans of other teams, unless they do that back to us. H2O, we do. 24 beautiful cups.
Is Byron. Anderson jamming in there as well. Oh, that was a little bit of a slew foot. Didn't get called.
Bye-bye, that's Frank right there. It's not autographed, though. Now, Adam, don't worry. I understand you. Some people they don't understand everything about the relationship, but this room, people are allowed to come from any fan base as long as they're respectful. So the price for that is we were respectful back to a certain extent, but we don't call them losers and we don't call them names. I don't tolerate that. We can have a bit of a contentious conversation, but it doesn't have to get to be hatred. Hell, I had friends all through growing up that liked different teams. We argued about it, but we never hated each other. And it never went beyond the conversation. But today...
I mean, my best friends are Bruins fans. We still love each other. We're great friends.
Yeah, so I don't know
why... we debate. We get into heated debates, but it's...
nothing wrong with that. But
at the end of the day, we're never going to hate each other.
Right. All right, well, this period's almost over. Surprised the score is the same. There's no goal scoring in this period, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
That, considering everything, that's something.
Oh, that's jammed. Oh, scrum, fight.
Rich J, Ellie. That's not true for Adam. You're wrong about that, about Adam. Adam is not, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to put the guy on a pedestal, but he's a good guy. We're not picking on Adam. He doesn't only come here when the Habs are losing. It's not true. No, Rich doesn't have a point. That may be true for some of them, yes. But we're talking now specifically about ASE, Adam. It's not true. And I'm not going to take people picking on him just because he's a Leafs fan. Sorry. Otherwise, I'm a hypocrite because that's, the room doesn't stand for that stuff.
Four on four.
Well, it's a valid point if we were talking about other people, but we're only talking right now about Adam. So, yes, I'm assuming that he's talking about Adam. No problem, brother. If you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, man.
Jackets are real.
Baby, you and me are the old goats, though.
Rowanski. Throw it on. Save by people.
Okay, Bowie, I was wrong. I apologize if I was wrong. I didn't mean anything by it.
Yes, they do, Bieldoff. Yes, they do.
But
again, it's all in good fun.
But Habs
we mess
fans
around.
hate
When I'm
the
at games,
Bruins.
I get messed with. I mess with people right back. It's all in good
Yeah.
fun. We don't hate each other. We're just having fun.
There's different kinds of hate too, right? I hate the team. I don't hate the fans. I mean, some of them, yeah, of course, because they're idiots. But I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Leafs fans. I don't hate Leafs fans unless they make me hate them. But I hate the team. I think it's the same thing for Adam. He hates the Habs, but he doesn't hate us. No problem, Rich J. We all have bad days. This period almost over. Thank God. Oh, Bowie, you have OnlyFans. Awesome. What do you do on your OnlyFans? He started this thing out saying OnlyFans. Okay, went over everybody's head. I am sorry. I have a legitimate problem with Flyers fans. Flyers fans can be nasty. Yeah, Flyers fans, yeah, it's the city of brotherly love, but there ain't no truth in the brotherly love.
There's a reason they're called the Broad Street Bullies.
Yep.
One of my best buds, Alex Frenette, who's in here quite a bit. He's a Flyers fan, but he's from here, so he's cool.
No, that's right. He's cool. I got some good Flyers. They haven't been hanging around much, but there's some good guys there. But I used to hate the Flyers. I hated them when they're the Broad Street Bullies.
Man, did they have some tilts with the big bad Bruins, though, man. Woo!
Wow, I'll never forget
they
76.
Would beat the piss out of each other.
The 76 Stanley Cup Final, the big bad Broad Street Bullies against the Habs. And guess who won? 4 straight. We took all their big badness and gave it back to them and showed them what talent was. And talent rules.
Scores! Tyler Toffoli, the one-timer.
Toffoli.
From Lehkonen, squeaks through Korpisalo there through the wickets.
Through the that was 5-hole, eh?
It looked like it. We'll see the replay. It either went 5-hole, went like the 6-hole, like where he kind of went like that, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, the no holes, no goals spot.
Good pass, good shot. Yeah, no, through his legs.
Through the 5-hole.
Right through the wickets.
Hey, David, I didn't see you up there. Rich, I just saw Rich's comment. Hey, David, how's it going? Philadelphia fans will eat their own when they get mad. Yeah, I believe that. Connor, did I ban you? But you see your comment up there? You see it. How could I ban you if you see your comment? Oh, yeah, I know that. I've heard stories about that in Philly. You don't go wear your Habs jersey there. Rich J, I don't remember that mock jersey. I really don't. I'm bragging. What am I did I brag? Did I? I'm allowed. It's my show. I'm the only one allowed. Connor, don't beat yourself up over it. We all make mistakes, if that, whatever it was. Don't worry. Just, the rules here now. You're welcome. Just, we don't We all get along. That's the thing. So no worry. Let's just wipe the slate clean and go forward. How's that? Good to hear, David. Good to hear. The Eagles are the worst. They beat up Santa Claus. Hey, it doesn't exist anyway. I remember when the Flyers, the what was that series? They were coming and playing the teams, different teams, and the Flyers, they wouldn't come out after the first intermission. Flyers were too rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not. My birthday's in 2 weeks, buddy. So it's not late birthday. It's early. You're wishing me early. Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
Oh, what year was the game where Canada played Russia and the end of the game, like literally everybody from both teams started fighting?
I don't remember that.
Oh man.
Doesn't ring a bell for some reason. You'd think I would remember that.
Literally, like right when they get everybody from both teams just grabbed a partner and started fighting.
Bowie, happy early birthday, buddy. 2 days from now. A fellow Aquarian. Mine's in 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'm a Valentine's baby.
Oh, it's the 1987 World Juniors. Punch up in pin.
That's why I don't think I watched World Juniors in '87. I wasn't into that.
But yeah, it was like right at the end of the game, like you could see everybody was fighting.
Yeah, I see that. I probably saw the headlines and all that, but I didn't. I'm sure I didn't watch the World Junior games back then. Eric, the New Year's Eve, 1976 to 77, right? 76, December 31st, 76. The New Year's, say it right. The Red Army, Montreal Canadiens, 3-3 tie. That was one of the best games ever played that I ever saw, I'll say. Just so don't get beat up for that.
I guess the fighting went on for 20 minutes and the refs turned the lights off to try to get them to stop. Both teams got thrown out of the tournament.
Bowie, what do you mean new moon for us Aquarians? I don't follow that stuff too much. They had to shut the lights off, Bowie was saying, to get everybody to calm down at that game. Punch up in Pivasti. I don't know how you pronounce that place. Connor, listen, I feel for you. For the fans, I feel for the fans. As far as wanting to see their team win, of course. But I see a rebuild happening again before that happens. Unfortunately for you guys, believe me. For the fans, I feel. For the team, I don't. I don't like the team, but for you guys, yeah. I'm not heartless. And have another donut. Okay, that was Jim Schoenfeld. Is that what his name? Talking to the ref. Why don't you have another donut? I'd never forget that. He got in a lot of trouble for that. Bowie, no. For the team, I agree. For the fans, no. I don't. For the fans that are nice, the fans that are like us, or I'll say like myself anyway, then of course I feel for them. But for the team, no, not at all. Don Kaharski, that was the ref that was told to have another donut. Yeah, I remember that. What year was that, you said?
1987.
No, I'm talking about the donut incident with Koharski. Was that 87? It could have been.
Donut incident. Wait, what?
Where Jim Schoenfeld was coaching, he told Don Koharski, "Go have another donut."
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble for telling him that. It was in between periods, I think.
No,
I know you were talking about that. I know.
Yeah, this was nuts. That's crazy. Both teams got ejected from the tournament.
Eric, Habs were dominant in that game, yes, but what's the Russian goalie? I can't think of his name now. He was good. What's the great Russian goalie's name? It's on the tip of my tongue with a T.
Tretiak?
Tretiak.
Yeah,
Tretiak was
Tretiak.
Yeah, Tretiak was great. Dryden was kind of not as great as normal, obviously, but it was a great game though. Just a great game to watch.
It's too bad Tretiak couldn't beat the States.
Well, listen, you know what? He wasn't the greatest. He had a great couple of years against the North American teams, but he wasn't a really I don't think he would have been a great goalie here if he came here to play.
No, he wouldn't have been.
You know?
Well, but I don't know.
International play, he was pretty good.
Yeah, until he ran into Herb Brooks.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tonight is your night. Their time is done. Come on, what movie is that?
Is that from Miracle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the his big scene.
Yeah, that's the speech. Yeah.
I love that speech. That was great.
Great moments are born.
Great, right.
Great opportunities.
That's right.
That's what we have here tonight, boys.
I'll always remember that speech from that for some reason. I don't know why.
It's a great movie. Listen, it's a great story. The sucky thing is,
it was a good story. It was a good movie.
Herb Brooks died 2 months before the movie came.
I know. Yeah, that's too bad.
In a car accident.
Yeah.
And right at the end, they actually paid tribute to him, and it was a picture of him and a text, and it read, Herb Brooks didn't need to see this. He lived it.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
It was he did.
Yeah, that was a pretty, for hockey movies, that was a good hockey movie. They didn't make great hockey movies back then. Mm-hmm. You had Youngblood, which was okay, but it wasn't really a great hockey movie.
We had Slapshot.
Slapshot, yeah, that was a great movie overall. The hockey in it wasn't great, but it was a great movie. But they didn't make a lot of great hockey movies, and that was a pretty good hockey movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Well, and the cool thing was too, a lot of the actors that played the hockey players, were actual hockey, they were also hockey players.
Sorry, say that again.
The actors that played the hockey, that actually played the team members, were actually also hockey players.
Were all of them? I don't think. Not the guy who played Jim Craig. He was an actor.
Some of them were. I know. Buzz Schneider's kid played Buzz Schneider in the movie. Some of them were actual.
Some of them were, but I know the goalie was an actor. He went on to do a lot of different roles, and being a goalie, he didn't have to skate very well, So he wasn't. But you're right. A lot of them were. I know the guy that played Mike Eruzione, he was a hockey player, an AHL player, I think.
I don't know if he made it that far, but yeah.
College player at the very least, anyway. Oh, and BL put it in there. Most of them played NCAA.
Yeah.
But the same thing with Slapshot. A lot of the guys out there were hockey players.
All three Hanson brothers were hockey players.
Yeah, they didn't. But some of them were legitimate prospects that were out there. I know the Maurice Richard movie. Same thing. A lot of the NHLers were there. Played the roles. Mike Ricci played Elmer Locke. I know Stefan Quintel, our ex-Dope. He played something. He played one of the French players.
H2O, it's 4-2 Blue Jackets. But yeah, no, it's one of my favorite sports movies. I love it.
Well, Sean Avery was in that, Bowie. Yeah, I hate Sean Avery, but Sean Avery was. He was in. I think that wasn't he in the Rocket Richard movie? What do I think of
Was
the
that
Mighty Ducks? Oh.
was that and that Rocket Rashad movie? Was that about the Rashad riots?
No, it was
Oh,
just about his story.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can't
his
remember.
biography.
Did they make another? They made a different movie though about him about the riot, right?
I don't
I
recall.
can't remember. Oh, I feel
I
like
don't recall. The Mighty Ducks. My kid. I mean, when my kids were young, I mean, I saw them. Were they good movies for me? As an adult, not for me. But I know a lot of you guys grew up with that. So yeah. So I mean, I respect that.
oh yeah, the Rocket. This was made about the Rashad riot.
Not
Well, it leads
specifically.
leading up to I think
Yeah, I
leading
mean,
up
it's
to the
part of
riot.
his life. It was
Yeah,
in there, but I mean, it wasn't specifically about that. It was more about the trials and tribulations of being Maurice Richard
yeah.
in the league where French players were treated like shit.
Yeah.
BL, you keeping it. You keep it like you say you like Sean Avery, like that's fine, but really, but I didn't know you're keeping tabs of all my players I hate. I told you I'm like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. I have a list of enemies.
And so the end of the movie is the
Yeah, that's a
beginning
good one,
and the
H2O.
end of the movie are the Rashad. So yeah, that's
It
cool.
leads up to the riots. Okay, I wasn't.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but I mean,
the
it's
beginning literally shows when they're about to happen. Then they flash back, show
okay.
the
So you're
goal,
right. I kind of remember that now. So I guess you're
and
right
then the
about it.
end of the movie is right when he takes the penalty, and then the riots
Yeah.
start, and then yeah.
So you're right.
But I have to watch. I don't think I've watched it. I'll have to watch it.
BL Mystery Alaska was good. I like that, and Russell Crowe was good in it. I always liked Russell Crowe, especially back in those days. But Mystery Alaska was one that I liked. Face Off was another good movie. Face Off, I remember that as like what's his name, Nicholas Cage and whatever. I forget who it was. John Travolta. That wasn't a hockey movie, as far as I know. Goon is a good hockey series. Two movies. Good. Yeah, Goon was good.
I got two rules. Don't touch my fucking Percocets, and do you have any fucking Percocets?
That's Liev Schreiber, right?
No, that was the coach in the movie.
Oh, okay. But when I saw it and Liev Schreiber's in it and going, Ray Donovan's in Goon,
Yeah,
because I didn't watch it when it first came out. I only watched it the last couple of years.
yeah, he played the big bad.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, that was a good movie. And the guy that played his roommate, the French kid.
Oh, the Flam?
Yeah, Jonathan Drouin. He looks like Jonathan Drouin. It's kind of what you think of Jonathan Drouin, although his teammates say it's not the way he is at all, and all that. But I just think of Jonathan Drouin when I see him, or I think of Laflamme when I see Drouin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think of Romeo Laflamme, but that's a French movie. What was it? La Florida. La Florida. I'm giving it an accent. La Florida. Way back. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw that. You probably only saw it if you're from Quebec. Oh, Drouin is being interviewed here. Oh.
Yeah, John Lou did this sometime last week.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was on Bell Let's Talk Day. Let's Bullshit Day. Sorry, I don't back Bell on that. I believe in mental health problems, all that stuff, but Bell, full of shit. Full of shit.
You know what's funny? I never knew Mystery Alaska was a hockey movie until I watched it for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Never knew. I heard the title and I thought it was literally like a suspense. I never knew it was a hockey movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember I saw it when it came out, not in the theater, but I mean when it came out on video. Chris, I don't. Little Richard? You mean the singer? Little Richard was in that? Kind of rings a bell. I saw it a long time ago. No, Connor. Well, first of all, third period's coming up. I don't really take people on anymore unless you've been on before, and I've had some bad experiences, and I'm not really doing that right now. I'm thinking maybe next year we're going to start doing that again, but not this season. Sorry, but we do that sometimes. So, nothing personal, and it's not because you're a Leafs fan. I can assure you that. You have to know the history of the channel to know what I'm talking about. Hockey fan guy, yeah, first Goon movie was better than the second, but they were both good. I mean, it was good. I just love that Stifler. I just love that it was Stifler that was the bad guy. I mean, the Goon guy, right? The good guy, but the Goon guy, right? That's Stifler from American Pie.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like crazy.
Dougie Glatt.
Yeah. And playing a half Jew. Well, it was adopted by Jews because he's playing a Jewish kid. Glass is Jewish. He was playing because they refer to it in there that he's Jewish.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but yeah.
No, H2O, that's not fair to say, first of all, right? Okay, but no, everyone knows I'm not having new people on right now, so it's nothing against him or Team. And, why not? I mean, if I'm going to interview someone or have someone on to interview, why not? If you only hang around with people of the same mind and of the same belief and of the same this, of the same, it's kind of boring. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it, right? But I probably wouldn't do it because he's a Leafs fan. You guys would eat him up, while we're talking. Yeah, so I don't know that I'd want to do that to somebody. Corey confirms you're Little Richard in Mystery Lab. It rings a bell, but I can't see it clearly. So you're confirming it. So that definitely happened. The Rookies in 1989. I don't remember that. Number 69. Isn't that what Glatz wore in Goon? Mm-hmm. I love the number. Does anybody at all in the NHL ever wear that number? I have no
idea.
I don't think they allow it. I think anyway. I don't know if I've seen anybody with it. Breakaway was a good movie. That's a hockey movie? I mean, Breakaway, it sounds like it could be. Why do I think that's like a movie of cyclists, a cyclist movie? Anyway, third period's about to start. Hey, Eric, you have a seat from the farm. You lucky bastard. I'd love to have one. I love those things when I see them in offices and stuff around here.
I have a few bricks from the old Boston Garden.
Oh, Bowie, don't worry. If I had a Leafs fan, I don't think we'd be talking that much about the Leafs. Don't worry. Biel says cycling. I was right about Breakaway. I thought so. With Kevin Bacon. Bowie, you were allowed to wear 69 on your high school hockey team? That sounds, I don't know. Oh, really? Andrew Desjardins wore 69 for San Jose. Okay, we're 30 seconds in.
For a second, the backhander, it's loose.
Oh, wow. But there's a penalty on the play to who?
There is a penalty on the play.
Columbus.
Columbus, 2 minutes hooking.
2 minutes for, what do they call hooking also? I can't think of it. 2 minutes for soliciting. They should change that to soliciting. Be funnier. I appreciate the sentiment, Connor, but still, I'm not having anybody on that I don't know already because it didn't work out well for me last year. Nobody wore 60 since nobody wore 66 since Mario. My first thought was Mario Brothers wore no, but Mario. I don't think you're allowed. Are you allowed to wear 66? I don't think so. Like 99, you're not allowed. I think it's retired.
Yeah, 66. I don't think 99 is. I don't think 66 is.
No, I'm not sure about that. But someone's saying Hosang wore 66, so maybe I'm wrong. No, begging won't help, Connor. Sorry. H2O, a lot of people feel that. That's fair to say. I don't personally think that, but I don't think they're that far apart.
A breakaway!
Oh! Missed the net. He missed the net on the breakaway. God, that's back really the other way. You gotta feel like a doofus if you do that.
Oh, Corpusalo comes out, makes a save.
Yeah, BL, I'm not getting into that. I'm sorry. BL, that I agree with you. Bobby Orr, I think Bobby Orr, greatest hockey player ever. But that's me.
Man, for me, I think for me, I'd go Gordie Howe.
That's fair. Gordie Howe definitely would be on the what's that mountain there in the States? Mount Rushmore of hockey. I think Gordie Howe has to be there.
I just think, to me, like he just all around, like he was just so good at everything.
But that's Bobby Orr right there. And I'm sorry, but as good as Howe was, Bobby Orr was a little better. If you're going to go everything, I think Bobby Orr can do everything there was that you could do and do it at full speed. So that's why I go with that. But listen, saying Howe, Lemieux, Gretzky, how do you argue that with somebody, really? H2O, Rocket Richard, he's one that's up there. But I don't think he had the all-around game, though. That's why I don't have him there.
But the thing, too, that I take into consideration with Howe, too, is his longevity.
Yeah. No, definitely. I like I say, he's up on Mount Rushmore of hockey. Do I think Jack Hughes is a star in the making? Jack Hughes of the Devils or Jack Hughes, our GM's kid? Yeah, I definitely think so. Whether he makes it or not, that's to be seen because he's young, but yeah, talented kid. I think the one mistake I made when I did my Mount Rushmore is I left Gretzky off because I put Lafleur there. But in reality, you can't leave Gretzky off Mount Rushmore. So,
if I had to do a Mount Rushmore of hockey, I'd probably go Gretz, Howe, Bobby Orr, and
I think personally, what?
Man, I don't know. That last spot to me is.
I think it's got to be Mario Lemieux. Realistically, I think it's got to be Mario Lemieux. You might have a favorite, you might change, but if you look at it realistically overall, I think BL's got it right there. You can't have 5, there's only 4. I think you got it right. In whatever order you want to put them, I think those 4 names are the 4 that should be there. Or Gretzky, Howe, Lemieux. Whatever order you want to put them, yeah.
Another breakaway.
Line A.
Line A. stuff.
He got it wide too. I can't believe this. What's with
No,
this?
that didn't go wide. That Primo stopped it. He
Oh,
had his
yeah?
stick
Okay.
down. Yeah.
Somebody put it over the glass on purpose or no? No.
But see, the thing is, like, with Lemieux, though, like, I feel like you can't talk about Lemieux without talking about Yager, because the two of them together was why those Pittsburgh teams were so good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, even, like, with just one of them, I don't know. I don't feel like those teams would have been that good.
Yeah, but I don't think, I'll say, I don't think if there was no Yager with Lemieux would have still been as great. Would Yager? Maybe not as great.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lemieux goes ahead for me. But, there's so many names. There's only 4 spots. There's only 4 spots. You can't have everybody in there.
Oh, Habs going on the PK. You know what? For my 4th, mainly because I want to have a Hab up there, I'm going to go with the Rocket.
Like I said, anyways, it's fair. I mean, there's so many names you can put there.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be different. But for me, I think if you're looking at, to me, I think realistically it's, Gretzky, Lemieux, and Howe, and whatever order you want to put them in, that's fine with me. But for me, I have Bobby Orr first.
Who would you have on a Canadiens Mount Rushmore? Because that's tough. Because there's like 20 or 30 names to go through.
I don't have any trouble with it right now. I'll give it to you real quick. Lafleur, Beliveau, Richard, Doug Harvey. Quick.
So I get 3 of those 4.
Who's your 4th?
I got Lafleur, the Rocket, Beliveau, Ken Dryden.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I mean, there's so many names, so But I mean, I think those first 3 though, I think they're automatic.
Yeah, but for me, I think Harvey too. But I mean, Harvey's from a long time ago, and
yeah. But I mean, there's so many names you
known.
can put in that 4th spot. Like I said, like Dryden, Jacques Plante, Pete. Was it Pete Mahavlich?
Frank. But
Frank
Pete played longer. Frank, I don't think you can put him as a Hab because he didn't play here that long.
That's true.
So that's true. I don't know if that's fair.
Like you could also get like Patrick Waugh. I mean, you could look at like
Scores!
Terry Lehkonen! Short-handed goal.
Lecky and Evans. All right, they're only 1 behind. Wow, they got a game going here now. We can pay attention. Chris, it's not that I loved Harvey. I don't think you can argue it personally. I mean, that's my opinion. Harvey was a great defenseman. If you think Bobby Orr changed the game, which he did, Doug Harvey changed it before Bobby Orr, which kind of allowed Bobby Orr to change it his way. So I think Doug Harvey was a great hockey player. Yep. I think those are the top 4. This team has some character to it because, they come back in a few games.
Still plenty of time in this one, too.
Yep.
I mean, Larry Robinson even.
Robinson should be right up there, probably 5th.
Yeah, that's. I mean, my dad's a lifelong Bruins fan, but I mean, he absolutely loved Larry Robinson. Loved Larry Robinson.
Another reason I'll give Harvey is Harvey played at a time of the 6 teams. Man, the talent in that league was top notch, and he was a great defenseman. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a notch, like a notch up over Robinson. It's the only reason. 12 minutes to go, and it's 4-3, 26-23. So Montreal's come back in shots, but Columbus still ahead in shots.
You know, it's also kind of funny too with the Canadiens, and it's also funny because it's also like the Celtics in the NHL. There's so many retired numbers; it's like hard to pick a jersey number. Pretty soon we'll see numbers like in the 80s and 90s.
Well, they got to stop retiring the numbers and honoring them instead. Honoring the player's name on the back of his number, but not retiring the number. Man, if Hoffman could have got to that.
I'm pretty sure the Canadiens and the Celtics are like 1-2 in the most numbers retired.
Yeah, it could be.
It's crazy how many are retired.
Can Montreal come all the way back?
Turn out front. Ooh!
That was a good chance there.
Habs still going to work. Throw it out in front. Tipped. Just wide. Anderson fighting in behind. Jacket goes down. No call. Puck comes out to center. Evans. Anderson. Dauphin. Throw it on. Pizzetta. Oh, glove. Oh. Puck comes back out. Kept in by Dauphin. Evans. Anderson. Shooting. Save. Rebound. Puck's loose.
Man, they're getting chances.
Evans. Shot. Evans again.
No.
Puck still can't get clear. Oh, now it will. Oh, that might be a 2-on. Oh, boy. Score! You gotta be shitting me. Wow. After all that. Wow.
Damn it. Well, that probably blew it right there.
Oh, that's Chris Weidman being dumb and pinching.
Oh, man. Sorry, but Caden should have had that.
Oh, yeah. No, he should have. Yeah, it's also a wicked shot, but yeah, he should have had that.
It was a well-placed shot. Gotta say, that was a really well-placed shot. That's too bad.
Think they can get to 5?
I hope so, but I hope they don't give up. But I'm worried that it's going to fall back now into that shitty play. That's deflating. I just hope they can fight through that. You can see the momentum's gone, obviously.
Oh, yeah. That was such a nice sequence, though. That was a really good sequence.
Gretzky, Ovi, Lemieux, Richard. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Shots are tied at 28.
Oh, my! Oh. Who's wearing 45?
Dauphin.
Oh, man. If he didn't fan on that pass, he had Hoffman open for the tap-in. Penalty kill.
Oh, Jesus. That's it. Yeah, that was too bad. But, I mean, at least they made it exciting there. That was some good hockey. Some fun to watch hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's what we can expect. Not much more sometimes. Well, it's been an interesting game so far. Pretty quick so far for a game. This has been a quick game. I should run this banner. I'll run it now. Oh boy. Oh. Now we got like 9.5 minutes and see what they can do. I don't even know. It's probably the last time of that. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough at that point. You get that close. You're playing that well. The puck pops out. You make a little mistake, and boom, you're down by 2 now. I don't know. It's very demoralizing. So we'll have to see. But there's still time. Lots of hockey left, but now they're down by 2. I don't see it. So another loss in the bank, probably. Oh yeah. And then that's it for till the 8th. We will have no more games till the 8th, but we'll be doing some videos next week. And for members, we're going to have a members only on Wednesday. And we hope to have a members only video, not just live stream, but a members only video for you guys also this week. Red Wings Mount, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I probably agree with you there, but I don't know their players well enough. But that sounds right.
Rushmore big drive, stopped by Primo.
We got 8:17 left in this game, more than likely anyway. Montreal on the PK. Down 5-3.
Oh, Rick, you know who you should put on your Canadiens Mount Rushmore?
Who?
Scott Gomez.
Yeah. It should only be Scott Gomez up there. Under 8 minutes to go. Minute and a half gone in their power play. A little more than that, but. Montreal clears it down. Getting down to a minute left in the power play. Seven minutes to go, 35 seconds in the power play left. It looks like they're going to clear out. They're going to kill off this power play. Yeah, they're going to kill it off. Mm-hmm. Power play over. And they got into the Jackets but they couldn't do anything with it. It comes back iced the other way, and it is going back to the Jackets face-off circle.
Oh. BL Duff. If I had to ask him, he would go, or he would go Johnny Busick. He would go. Oh.
That's all. There's only two great Bruins players ever. Brad Park.
No. He'd go Phil Esposito for the third.
Yeah.
And probably Ray Bork is his fourth. But I could be wrong.
That would make sense, though.
But probably those would be my definitely the first three, without a doubt.
There's some good names. Esposito he named. Jean Rattel. Jean Rattel would be a good one.
Mm.
But then again, Espo and Rattel, I mean, half their careers with Boston, half with New York, no?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll ask him next time I go visit him.
And the same for Brad Park, too, right? Both teams.
Mm-hmm.
The puck grabbed by a fan, 3 rows up. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't. The TV timeout. We got under 6 minutes to go. 5-3. I think at this point, yeah, I don't see them scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes. So we're going to have another loss on the books, which is fine. And there was enough excitement. They made a game of it there for a while. Mm-hmm. So at least we had that. I don't think Cam Neely would qualify for Boston.
Not for my dad.
I don't think for anybody. Cheevers could be there, but I think
Jerry Cheevers.
Yeah, I could see Cheevers, but yeah, I'd probably put Rattel. I just don't know who he played for longer, though. I'm wondering. I don't remember who he played for longer. PJ Stock. Don't forget PJ Stock.
Mm.
Yeah, Hockey Fan Guy, he said Bobby Orr. If you're leaving Bobby Orr off of a Bruins Mount Rushmore, there's something wrong with you. Don Cherry didn't play for Boston. One game he played for Boston. You can't put you don't put a coach for a player. I mean,
Milt Schmidt. I could see Milt Schmidt. My dad's old as hell, so.
Yeah, no, you can go back farther too, right? Obviously.
Milt Schmidt, Eddie Shore. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eddie Shore. Don't forget about him. How about Sugar Jim Henry?
I don't know who that is. It's way before my time.
He was a goalie way back in Richard. I think in Richard's day, the early part of the 40s. I think there's a famous picture of Sugar Jim Henry shaking Richard's hand. I think that was the time when Richard got concussed, was put back out on the ice and scored a goal. He doesn't really remember scoring. It was all on instinct. And afterward, they shook hands, and I think that was Sugar Jim Henry. Remember, I'm kind of old, so I know some of these names. Good save by Primo there with a pad.
Mm. With the Canadiens too. If you wanna go, kind of even before Doug Harvey, Elmer Lake, Howie Morans.
Emerlock,
Wait.
but it's locked.
Oh, Emerlock, yeah.
My grandfather worked with him at Maitland Transport.
Howie Morans. I mean,
Harry Morenz, Aurel Joliat, Newsy Lalonde, Jack Laviolette. You got some of these
George
old names.
Vezina.
George Vezina, the Vezina Trophy named after him. George Hainsworth. The year George Hainsworth, I think he had 22 shutouts one season. That season, the team did not win any game that he did not shut the other team out. They lost every game that he gave up a goal in. When he shut them out, they won. They were 22 and whatever. So, yeah, that's an interesting stat. I heard that just the other day. That's why I know
Dickie
it.
Moore.
Dickie Moore got a lot of heart in that guy. Good hockey player.
Jacques Lemaire.
Dickie Moore won a scoring championship, and he played a good part at the end. I think the end of the season with a broken forearm. So he played in the cast, and he won a scoring championship.
Mm.
That's pretty amazing. And believe me, it was a tough time to be a hockey player. It was physical.
Oh yeah. Toe Blake.
Toe Blake was a good hockey player. I don't know that you'd say a great one, but was a great coach. But he was a really good hockey player. You might say great. He won a few cups with Montreal too. But I think he was a better coach than a player. And he was a really good hockey player.
Bernie Joffrey.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, yep.
Boom, boom, Jeffrion.
Bob Gainey as a player.
Yeah, Beal put Gainey. And the Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard.
Oh, yeah. Pocket Rocket.
There's a ton of names you can.
Well, yeah. I mean, I literally just looked up a list. I'm going through and I can't even remember. I'm reading these names. I'm like, I can't believe I didn't think of these names.
And you didn't even hit all of them. I mean, there's still more.
Oh, Jacques Lemaire.
Jacques Lemaire, very underrated, great hockey player.
Serge Savard.
The Senator.
Oh, yeah. Yvan Cournoyer. There's a lot. Denis Savard. Well, nah.
Well, he didn't play here long enough to be.
Yeah.
He wasn't great when he was here.
Oh, the goalie pulled with 4 minutes. Whoa, missed the empty net.
Not a bad move. 4 minutes. They're not gonna get the 2 goals otherwise. Suzuki, nice opportunity there. Come on, guys. Make it interesting for us. Who was that found on it? Who asked me who were the 3? Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. Who were the 3 best captains?
Ooh.
Beliveau, Koivu.
Yep. Beliveau. I'd go Beliveau, Koivu, and the Rocket. Well, I mean, was Guy ever a captain, or is he an alternate?
No, he was never a captain.
Was he an alternate though?
I don't think so.
I feel like he had an A. Really?
I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah. For me, I'd go Koivu, Beliveau, and the Rocket.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't decide on that third one. I can't.
And score.
That's it. 6-3.
I know.
This game is definitely over.
I'm trying to. Who else served as cap? I mean, Henri Richard was a captain. Bob Gainey was a captain.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? I'm gonna go with Bob Gainey as the third.
Really? We go with the Rocket?
Enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Gainey as a better captain than the Rocket was.
Well, actually, I mean, you do make a point though, because with it's not just about point. I see where you're coming from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Koivu and Beliveau, though, definitely.
Yeah, especially, I mean, the two longest serving captains. I mean, they didn't serve the longest because they were no good at it. So, I mean, it depends. If you're saying who are the best three captains production-wise, I mean, that's a different thing. But if you're saying just who's the best three captains, yeah, I think those are them. And I'm going to stick with that.
Conway, yeah.
I mean, sure, there's
fair.
other good ones. Not that there's not other good ones, but those, you asked me, my three. Kent was on the phone. He could be calling his wife. I don't know.
You could probably put Guy Carbonneau maybe in that conversation.
Carbo was a good captain. But I'm thinking, of time served, right? And
yeah.
I think, I'm not going to give it to someone who was there for just a couple of years. I mean, I don't know how many captains there were in the history, though. But anyways, those for me, I'm not going to have to defend it. Those are mine.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's like Butch Bouchard served for a long time. Till Blake served for a while.
Also, I'm just trying to name people that I would have seen play also, right?
Yeah, like that's why I put Saku in mine. Like, he's my favorite Hab of all time.
Yeah, me too. I probably agree with that. Even though I didn't have him as number one, but for me, Saku Koivu was my favorite captain of, but I mean, realistically, it's Jean Beliveau.
So I'm looking at like a list. So it literally it's every captain in the history, and it's like from literally their first captain up to now.
Yeah.
And there's a period of time of 4 years where it goes Mike Keane, Pierre Turgeon, back to Mike Keane, back to Pierre Turgeon.
No.
Yeah.
First of all, the reason why that couldn't happen, Turgeon was here for one season and part of a second. That's it. That's all he was here for. Wait a second. A little over 96, 97, 95, 96. Okay, because Keane, I tell you why. Keane was traded during that season. Turgeon joined the team. He was captain the next season, and he was gone. That must be what happened. When Keane moved, they named Turgeon captain.
Oh yeah.
And then the next season, he was gone.
So that's right. The damn Foods was the same year.
Must be that.
Yeah. But so they brought it. Why'd they name Turgeon captain as soon as they brought him in?
Turgeon was probably the best hockey player here at the time. He was a great hockey player, point producer, and all that. And then a season and a half, and he was gone. Less than a half, and he was gone. He was the captain when they closed the farm. That's right. Recchi was not a captain. Mark Recchi was not the captain.
No, he was never a captain.
He might have filled in when Koivu was out with his cancer, but he was not the captain. It would have been an interim only. He was Koivu's best friend.
Chelios was captain for half a year.
Yeah, Chelios and Carbonneau.
Yeah, Chelios and Carbonneau, 89-90.
Then they traded Chelios away, and Carbo kept it.
Oh, Kirk Muller was captain for half a year.
Yeah, he wasn't long when he was named captain, but he was captain. 3.3 seconds left. They almost scored a goal. Yeah, with all the naming of those captains, I'm still going to stick with mine.
Yeah, that's fair.
My three. I didn't think Patches was a good captain, so I'm sorry.
Nah, he wasn't really a leader.
He should not have been named captain. He was not a good choice for captain, and I don't think he liked being the captain. So I would not name Max. No, it's not that I didn't like Max. It's nothing against him, but he was not captain material, in my opinion. Should never have been.
No.
And sometimes that's how it works out. Sometimes I'm taking these off. You gotta keep yours on, so for no. I
I'll
gotta
keep
get
mine
these
on,
off.
and I won't. I wouldn't put Weber like up like in my top three,
That's
but
the
like
other guy I was thinking, but
yeah.
I still say Gainey.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Gainey won how many cups here?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Was a hell of a leader. You might not have liked him as a GM, and I did not like him as a GM. But man, I loved him as a captain and just a Hab. So yeah, that's how I'm going with it.
But I definitely think Weber's, definitely one of the better. Like in terms of this century, he's probably the second best we've had.
For you younger guys, I can see that. But for me,
I've only in my lifetime, I've only literally seen Koivu, Gianta, Pacioretty, and then Weber.
Yeah,
I can tell you what, two of those guys are good captains. The other two,
yeah, exactly. So, no, I can understand it. And like I said, I was going between in my head Gainey and Weber, but I thought Gainey was the better choice. And no, I wouldn't put Gianta for me. Nothing against Gianta either. Yeah. It was just a horrible time. Yeah. I did not enjoy that era personally that much. That's all I could say. For whatever reason, don't ask me to qualify that. Maybe PK could have been a good captain, maybe, but he's not here, so we don't know.
I don't know if PK would have made a good captain.
Subban wasn't. Subban was never captain here, so he's not in the conversation.
See you, bye-bye.
Have a good night, bye-bye.
And that's the knee. The Los Angeles Rams will play the Cincinnati Bengals.
What a year what a Super Bowl. That's not a, you know what? The people who are the TV, whatever network has the game, not happy with that. That's not an exciting sounding Super Bowl. Sorry. But you know what else? It's the Rams and the Bengals. We're living in the upside down.
Well, the Rams are actually a really good team.
Okay, but the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals are in there on the day that Dr. Johnny Fever dies. And that's just, there's a coincidence there. Something going on there. You don't know who Dr. Johnny Fever is, do you? I'll take that as a no. He's watching football. He doesn't hear anything around him when he's doing that.
I get you. I get you.
No, I asked you, do you know who Dr. Johnny Fever is?
That's Howard Hesson, right?
Yeah, you do know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died today, so it's kind of weird that the Bengals get in. The Bengals get in. I think, how is that? How much of a coincidence is that? For me, anyways.
I'm so happy. I think I'm gonna root for the Rams, man. I want to see Matt Stafford win a Super Bowl. He deserves it.
Yeah, I'm gonna root for her and for either team because guess what? Neither of those teams has Tom Brady on them. And for me, I love that. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, he must have been over the moon when. Well, I don't know if he actually is retired because then his dad came out and said no, he's not retiring. So I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on? I read that he's
retired. I read he is retiring to a life of French kissing his son. That's what I read that. So, getting massages and French kissing his son.
The Josh McDaniels actually is going to be the head coach of the Raiders, so the Pats need an offensive coordinator.
I know the name. Hockey fan guy, have a good night.
Yeah, you know the name because he was our offensive coordinator.
No, was he ever a player?
Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
No, he's the offensive coordinator for us. Then he was with the Broncos for a year as head coach.
Broncos.
Then he came back.
Broncos. I know him from being the offensive coordinator for the Broncos.
Yeah, he was the head coach with the Broncos. Then
or the head coach. I know him from the Broncos.
Now he's going to be the head coach of the Raiders.
It was when Peyton Manning was with the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I know the name. Tom said one more season. X3J saying. No. He'll never die.
Who?
Or retire, I should say. Tom Brady is going to play forever.
The other reports are that he's retiring, and then his dad came out and said no, he hasn't made a decision yet, and I guess he hasn't talked with anybody on the Bucks. So
What
I have
I
no
think,
idea.
listen, what I think happened was his deal with the devil was done, and he figured, okay, I got to retire now. But the devil came in and made him another offer and said, Tom, one more season, just sign right here. And you'll have to keep French kissing your kid, though. And he signed. And that's what it is. He extended his contract with the devil because nothing else explains it. Good night, Andre.
I just realized this,
My
too. This
friend.
is the second Super Bowl in a row where one team is actually playing in their home stadium for the Super Bowl.
That's true. That doesn't happen very often.
Last year it was Tampa. This year it's the Rams in LA.
It's weird. It doesn't happen often, and you get it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
BL, careful with what? What did I say? I shouldn't talk about Tom Brady like that? Yeah, I've always talked about Tom Brady like that, so I'm not going to stop now. Yeah, you can add him to my list. You just add him to my list of players I don't like this time in football. Anyway, we're going to go soon. Another 5 minutes, maybe.
I'm sorry you're not going to get the Expos back.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but what can you expect from Major League effing baseball?
Well, they're in a lockout right now, which sucks.
Good for them. Good for them. Hope they stay locked out for a long time.
I don't. I love baseball.
I used to love baseball, but they disrespected our city too much.
I think the Rays should just relocate. Like, don't even split. Just relocate to Montreal.
That's
I really
all.
do.
I agree with that. But you know what? By the time they'd make that decision, guess what? The area where they were going to build the stadium is going to be gone, and there's going to be nowhere. So their opportunity is going to be gone because that place where they got picked for it, they're going to put something else there. So forget it. No, we're not getting baseball back here. And quite frankly, it depends on how things go here in Quebec. They're probably not going to want to come back here just from the situation with the Bill 96 and shit. If it passes. So, yeah. And that might be what Major League Baseball's thinking was, why they nixed that deal. It's like, you know what? Now we're not dealing with that garbage. And I don't blame them on that. To be honest with you, I don't blame them for that. I wouldn't want to deal with it either.
Mm-hmm.
But Harry's got it right. I kind of think Major League Baseball's gotten to be a bit of a joke these days. So I know you love your Red Sox, and I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No, I got you, dude. I mean, I do think the Rays need a new stadium. They have to move out of St. Pete because that area, just that area where the Trop is, and I know this because I've been to games there. Not good. Not good at all.
No.
It's bad.
Yeah, well,
they have a nice place here. Really, really bad.
They got a nice place picked out here for it. It would be a really good location, but I don't see it's not going to happen. And Lucas, why would we want a basketball team though? That's why. No, it's okay. I mean, you like basketball. I don't. For me, I don't care about basketball. Sorry, it's never been my sport. I don't really care about it. So.
Speaking of baseball, did you see Big Papi got elected to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, not bad for a guy who used steroids, eh? Okay, so let me ask you something. So why does he get in and then Bonds doesn't? Then it doesn't make any sense.
So, well, first let me address the steroid thing. So there was some it's supposed to be like a confidential testing thing in 2003. Because, I mean, obviously, if you've watched any highlights of Bonds or Sosa or Maguire from that era, I mean, it was clear and obvious they were on steroids.
Oh, well,
no ifs, ands, or buts.
No, of course.
And it got to a point where MLB was like, all right, let's do some random confidential testing, see what happens. So they did that. And supposedly Ortiz tested positive for something. We don't know what it was. And the commissioner even came out and said there were a lot of false positives, some substances that were considered a positive test aren't actually banned substance. Like the whole system was flawed.
I know,
It's
but you
bad.
know they covered up that shit though.
But
But
after
okay,
that,
that's
David
fair.
Ortiz never, ever tested positive for
Okay, that's fair.
steroids.
That's fair enough. Then.
So
I don't know the truth of it. So
that's
just talking out of my ass.
the thing to kind, when people bring that, oh well, Ortiz was on steroids, how does he get in? Well, we don't know, because the whole when he tested positive, the whole way they did it, it was so flawed, and just no one knew what the hell they were doing, and no one knew what was it was so flawed. It's just kind of like, no one really knows what the hell happened. But
yeah, we'll just
after the but even then, he was tested other times throughout his career, never tested
yeah,
positive.
no, it's okay.
So,
I don't
so
know. Like I said, any better.
but yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, if they tested Bonds, McGuire, Sosa, I mean, they
Oh,
would have
without a doubt.
like so.
And
I
Sosa's
think that's the
double.
reason,
Sosa's double. Sosa not only took steroids, but he also corked his bat.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he broke his. I remember that too.
Yeah, he had a corked bat. There's no doubt about it. Sammy Sosa at some point was using a corked bat because he broke one, and they couldn't pick it up fast enough, and they found out.
Yeah, that happened to oh, was it George? I think it was George Brett.
George Brett,
and he shattered his bat. And
you might be right.
And the umpires were looking at it, and the camera panned to the bat, and you could literally clearly see a section about this big cut out that had cork in it.
Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
And they tossed him out, and he sprinted out, and I'm like watching the highlight, because obviously I wasn't alive when it happened. I'm like, dude, they got you dead to rights. I mean, there's a line of cork in the bat.
But I took someone else's bat. Yeah. Luca, don't brag so much about it, man. Luca puts up officially, we have 2 wins in the past 2 calendar months. It's true. 1 win in January, that's it. And 1 in December. Yep.
But yeah, that's why I kind of don't really care if people, when people say Poppy took steroids, because he really didn't. He never tested positive. And the 2003 test, when he did,
I didn't know the story, so be honest.
Yeah, it was so flawed. No one knew what was going on. The commissioner literally, and you can look this up, literally made a statement, was like, yeah, we don't know what people tested positive for. There were a ton of false positives.
Who was the commissioner, though? Bud Selig?
It was Bud Selig.
Yeah, I don't trust him, though.
So everything was just so screwed up. No one really knows what happened.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like just one of those things where you take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
like I said, the rest of his career never tested positive.
No, I'll agree. But the thing you got to take with a grain of salt is what Bud Selig says. That's number one. And he covered up shit already about that. So I don't trust him for my life. But I won't say you're wrong. I don't know any better.
Jordan, never tested positive throughout the rest of his career. So
let me get to the business here for a sec. Jordan, some Jordan hype, some don't know hype. Thank you, Jordan. I really appreciate that. He says bye for now. And then we got Lucas taking a membership.
Member hype.
Lucas, some new member hype and some Lucas hype. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice to see. Yeah, so like I said, I don't follow that shit too much. So I was just having fun with you mostly.
Oh no, I know that. It just aggravates me when I see it, because it's like you really need to actually like read about what happened.
Yeah, but I probably
it's so convoluted. It's just so messed up.
Yeah, because Bud Selig was the commissioner. That's why it was convoluted. He was a fucking asshole.
You just salty at him because he took the Expos.
Damn right, and then insulted us, saying how Montreal was just not a baseball town. They didn't support the team ever. We did.
Yeah, no, I know. You guys usually had pretty full stadiums too, like just with highlights and stuff that I've seen.
Not every season there were bad seasons, but once 95 came around and they sold everybody off, and then that was it. Yeah, well, who's going to fill the stadium after that? Before that, yes, we filled the stadium, and a shitty stadium too. But we filled.
Really? Was it that bad?
The Big O, horrible for baseball. Not a baseball stadium at all. No, we filled it. Damn right. Every opening game was sold out. You're talking about like 60,000 fans That's I think that's support.
Mhm.
You know, we loved our Expos. So yeah, when we got disrespected like that, no, I have no respect for them anymore. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate you rejoining. And like I said earlier, we're gonna have a members only live stream, and we're gonna do a members only video this week too. So look for that. And yeah, so we got to get back to doing that. The Big O, yeah, a horrible place, X3J. But we had seasons of between 2 and 3 million fans at the game for the whole season. That's a lot. That's a lot of fans going to the games.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys had near championships too.
We supported.
You guys had some good teams.
We had some good teams in the '80s, my friend, and then the '90s. The '94 team was a good team. If it wasn't for a strike, it was '94, '95. I don't remember what year, but if it wasn't for the strike, good chance we have a World Series there. We were the best team in baseball at that point. Anyways, it is what it is. All right, I think we're gonna take off. I want to thank everybody and Jordan and Lucas. Thank you for the membership and the donation. Appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for being here. You know, well, it ends up being like not a great result, but the game from a boring game had its moments at least, so that was okay. So now we're not back till February 8th because that's the next game. But we'll be doing some videos. Matt and I are going to try to work on a couple of videos together and put out a couple of videos, the two of us. So look for that. It'll be the first time we're doing, something that's not a live stream together. So that's the plan for the week. It'll be a quiet week as far as games, obviously, but we'll try to put some content out for you guys. So hopefully you guys will check that out. Thanks for being here tonight. Matt and I both appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. So stay safe till the next one. And peace out, everybody. And we'll see you soon.
Have a good night, all.
Have a good night, everybody. I can't find there's my cursor. Bye, everybody.